अमृता प्रीतम. How many of you have not heard about her? 1, 2, 3. Okay, किसी ने सुना है? Quite शर्मनाक. How many of you heard this line? मैं तेनू फेर मिलांगी. 1. कहाँ, कब, कैसे, और मैं तुझे मिलूंगी तेरे कागज पे, कैनवस पे लकीर बन के उभरांगी. अमृता प्रीतम वो in her early age school life she was in love with an imaginary man called Razan. हाँ, उनको बचपन में अपने लिए एक imaginary लड़का था कोई, Razan. That imaginary character. She was in love with that person, the perfect lover. She wrote first poetry, which is called Nazm. Urdu Punjabi, na? She is an Urdu Punjabi writer. She wrote first Nazm for that boy, imaginary boy, and that was kept in her pocket. Back home, her father, he wanted something maybe, and somehow he got to see that letter. So when he reads the letter, he got angry. It's Amrita Pritam herself told this thing in interview. So Amrita Pritam blamed her friend that it's not me, because the father started questioning who is Razan. So she said it's not me, it's my friend. It's my friend. But she couldn't lie to her father. He slapped her hard and she says, जो नज़म मैंने किसी और के साथ लगानी चाहिए वो मेरे थप्पड़ के साथ, एक थप्पड़ के साथ मेरे साथ ही लग गई, वापस मेरे पास आ गई. So that was her first literary response. Then she came in contact of Sahir Ludhianvi, one of the greatest lyricists, Sahir Ludhianvi. She fell in love with him, college days se the, and because of certain issues, because she was married to someone else. First she got married to someone else, but she was in touch with Sahir Ludhianvi. They used to talk, long discussions, literary things. कहते हैं Sahir used to smoke a lot. So he would smoke and drop the butts of the cigarette. When he would leave, Amrita would pick those cigarette things. She would smoke and became an addict. Soon she started smoking. Moreover, Sahir would leave the cup after tea. Amrita would collect those cups, but they were not able to be together. Sahir Ludhianvi. So it is said that they reached to a level where they were not able to be together because of religion issues also. And Sahir Ludhianvi moved on. The famous song Chalo Ek Baar Fir Se Ajnabi Ban Jaye Hum Dono, that's actually written for Amrita, and Sahir moved on. Then बाद में Sahir की लाइफ में कोई शोभा मल्होत्रा आ जाती है, सुधा मल्होत्रा. That's a different theory. क्योंकि उसमें भी बहुत से लोगों की डिबेट है कि नहीं, Sahir tried to get involved somewhere but he couldn't get that. Sudha Malhotra was there. Amrita. Then comes Imroz. So in Amrita's life, Sahir gone, Imroz comes. Imroz अमृता की गली में घूमते रहते थे उसके एक झलक के लिए. अमृता इमरोज के लव लेटर्स बुक की शॉप पे हैं और मैंने सोचा मैं खरीदूं, फिर मुझे लगा छोड़ यार, ज्यादा डीप हो जाएगा, बिकॉज दे आर ट्रू पीपल, ट्रू लव वाला थिंग. सी, इमरोज यूज्ड टू वॉक अराउंड सीइंग हर एंड ऑल, देन दे स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग. इमरोज था वो पेंटिंग करते थे उनके कवर की, तो वेस्ट पटेल नगर एंड दिल्ली के थे, दोनों मिलते थे. एक दिन इमरोज बिना किसी वजह से मिलने आए और इमरोज ने आके सिर्फ ये बोला, मेरा बर्थडे है. गांव में तो कोई बर्थडे मनाता नहीं, कोई जानता नहीं है, तो बस मेरा बर्थडे है. उसके बाद अमृता डिडंट विश हिम. शी वेंट आउटसाइड एंड 10 minutes somebody brought a piece of cake. They both had the cake without wishing each other, without talking to anything. They were just smiling, looking at each other. And then like Imroz started roaming around. धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ? She understood that he is in love with me. So she told Imroz that जाओ, go, take the round of the world. And then if you feel that you can stay with me, then only you come back. उन्होंने बोला जाओ पूरी दुनिया घुमाओ और अगर फिर भी मेरे साथ रह सकते हो तभी वापस आना. इमरोज उठे, कमरे का चक्कर लगाया. He took a round in the room. He said, घूम लिया, I have traveled the world. I have to be with you. Then also she said this thing that Imroz, तुम मेरी छत हो, साहिर सारा आसमान. Without saying a word, they got together for 40 years. And one of the most important thing, Imroz would drive the scooter, Amrita would sit behind, and when they would go for a drive, she would write something on his back. Imroz knew this thing. He is writing Sahir. 40 years. Amrita Pritam became the member of parliament. Imroz would go to drop her. He would sit outside for 5 hours, 6 hours. People used to think he's the driver. Amrita Pritam की एक लाइन है, आसान है क्या इश्क में इमरोज हो जाना. And Imroz died 2023 December. अभी मरे. That's Amrita Pritam. Great है. Imagine. Goosebumps. अमृता प्रीतम है. और साहिर लुधियानवी का सॉन्ग कितना नाउ इट लुक्स मीनिंगफुल. पहले तो सुनते हैं हाँ ठीक है पापा को पसंद है, बट अब समझ में आता है दैट हैज अ मीनिंग. जब उसको कहते हैं ना कि चलो अलग अलग हो जाते हैं. साहिर का भी एक अलग स्टोरी. साहिर आल्सो हैड अ सिगरेट एडिक्शन एंड ऑल एंड ग्रेजुअली ही डाइड ऑफ दोस थिंग्स. अमृता प्रीतम थ्रू आउट हर लाइफ शी केप्ट ऑन डीलिंग विद दीज टू थिंग्स. एक और लाइन अमृता प्रीतम की कि साथी अगर आना ही था तो जिंदगी की शाम में क्यों आए, दोपहर में आते, दोपहर की तपिश तो देखते. मतलब ये टू लेट इन माय लाइफ. ठीक है, नाउ लेट्स गो एंड राइट द वर्क्स. BBC has documentary. If you want to know more about Amrita, Imroz, Sahir, there is a documentary by Rajya Sabha channel. There is a documentary by BBC, and if I got time I'll also go for a documentary. अगर मुझे भी मौका मिला तो.